Hello and welcome to another M-Vave Blackbox video. This time around, I was asked to do two things. Number one, does the Blackbox sound better with IRs installed? And number two, how does the Blackbox take in pedals? We'll be looking at those two things today, and to help me out, I'm using the same Telecaster as I did before, and this is the current preset without the pedals involved. First, let's load up a new preset. I'm going to go to P50 where it's blank. Now, how do I import IRs? Open IR file. Yep, I'm going to load up a David Hislop IR, which I really love. These are from his presets from the Helix. How do I do this? Select? No, I want this to be IR. No, how do I do this? Hey guys, Editor Justin here. You're about to see some class 1 noobery at work. I did not know what I was doing with the software at all. To summarize, the software can preview the IR before loading into the pedal. You just need to make sure that when you load it up, I don't know whether it's particular to my software, but it loads at volume 0. You need to raise up the level of the IR. I recommend loading it to halfway up or 75% the way up. You want to avoid digital clipping, which we will explore later. Save audio to the device. Oh, I see. I gotta get rid of one of these. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of this. What do we have here in the cap section? Nope. Do I need to refresh this thing? Do I need to close and do it again? Oh, this is so silly. Okay, let's try quitting and going back in again, I guess.
One eternity later.
Oh, that was insane. Did it reload? Yes, I got the IR here. Okay, let's see how this improves, if any. I got no sound. Why do I not have sound? Okay. Why is this? Oh, hang on. Was I supposed to change the IR level here? Okay. I see. I think what happened was I loaded a 0 level IR. That's quite gained up. I'm going to do the same thing as I did before. I'm going to do a slight mid cut and a little bit of a bass boost right here. Does this mean I can load other IR files at the same time? If I just load this guy up, open up, select. One thing I am finding out that's quite strange with the Blackbox is that it doesn't like too much volume within the preset. I'm going to make sure the amp is not dimed, and I'm going to make sure that the IR block is also not dimed and not peaking any levels right here. So I'm going to keep a decent level. If I dig in, it gets that little digital harshness coming in. Yep, that's... Alright, this is pretty cool. You can load up IRs and test them before saving into the pedal. So I'm going to dial in delay and reverb just to hear how this will sound like in context. I know the reason why this sounds bad. There is like a ceiling beyond which when signal pokes through that ceiling, the high end tends to fizzle and will chop off that signal to make it sound very harsh. I've been trying to mitigate this by turning down the gain, turning down the levels so that I don't reach that ceiling. So now that we know the existence of this digital ceiling, I don't think adding pedals in front of it is going to help very much. Let's switch on over to the pedalboard camera. We're now on the pedalboard camera, and over here you see that this is a Pedal Tray Nano board that I built specifically for this video. The Blackbox is right at the end because there's no effects loop. We got to live with that. And I thought it'd be interesting to run mid-tier pedals into the Blackbox. So these are Walrus Audio pedals, which are not too cheap, but they're not too expensive either. For overdrive, I got the Walrus Audio Ages. For delay and reverb, I got ARP87 and the slot bar. They're all mono pedals. They're not stereo. And so this, I think, represents represents a best case scenario as to how analog pedals interact with the black box. For reference, this is the black box loaded with the David Hislop IR. Let's try the overdrive first, the Ages. Turning out the treble made it very harsh, and I suspect turning up the volume is going to cross that digital ceiling very quickly. So what I can do here is I can turn up the gain, and I can turn this to the most compressed mode, which is going to give me a thicker lead sound. I'm trying hard not to overload the signal into the black box. So what I'm trying to get here is I'm going to use this as a lead sound, and then I'll use my volume to roll off. Next up, delay and reverb. I'm going to turn on the delay first. This is going to be a dotted 8 setting. I think that's nice. That's a nice delay to go through. Let's try adding the reverb. About that sound is that the reverb took off the edge of some treble frequencies. I don't think the reverb is low passing frequencies. What I think it's doing is that it's softening out those frequencies with the diffusion. Let's see how this softens up even more with a thicker reverb. And moment of truth, add in a big overdrive. Fun, but I started to get a lot of mush and losing definition with the amp sound. So I am going to try and mitigate that. Now I can do that on the amp side, I think. Amp, I'm going to turn down this. Let's see. Yep, here we go. Let's turn down the gain. Let's turn down the bass. I have a little bit more of a mid cut. delicate balance. I barely moved those knobs and the amp started to get very mushy. Let's see what happens on my red channel, which is my thickest reverb sound. Well, there you have it. We tried two things. We installed an IR onto the M-Vave Blackbox, and we tried this setup with 3 pedals going into the Blackbox. Did it sound better than the original video that I posted? Please post the comments below. Let me know what you think. It's an ongoing conversation, and I love your feedback, and I love your ideas that you're giving to me. Thank you so much for those things. And let me know, does this kind of rig inspire you to get an M-Vave Blackbox? Let me know in the comments too. Alright, I'm gonna play out. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon if you found value in this. And if you want to see a previous video where I did the M-Vave Blackbox review, do check it out in the thumbnails after this. See you there.